Use touchpad while typing. My laptop, a Sony Vaio on Windows 8, disables my touchpad when I type. This means actually typing, or just holding down a key like say, W, A, S or D. The touchpad stays disabled for a short period, and LT, once, after releasing all keys. Naturally, I want to turn this feature off. The touchpad uses a Synaptics driver, but I can't find a setting anywhere to enable the touchpad when typing. I found values that allude to this functionality in the registry, for example /current_user /software/synaptics/touchpads2/zone manager/typing, enabled, but their value is always 0, so I reckon it must be coming from somewhere else. I've tried reducing the touchpad sensitivity, as I read somewhere that certain values might secretly activate the palm detection functionality, which in turn secretly activates the disable then you type functionality, but to no avail. Yes, I already went quite deep into the rabbit hole. Edit November 14, 2012. I've updated the Synaptics driver using the one from the Synaptics site, but I still don't have a setting to enable the touchpad whilst typing. Neither do I have the palm check settings. Edit November 27, 2012. I've gone back to the original driver, as the generic one had too many issues for my liking. This version doesn't have palm check either, but like the generic one, it does have something called SmartSense. Apart from the name, it looks like palm check. Turning it off, however, did not solve the problem.
Since disabling SmartSense didn't solve the problem for me, I had to dig a little deeper. After much toil and bickering with various forms of Sony support, I gave up and tried messing with the registry. After some failed attempts to disable the Synaptics filter driver that's attached to the keyboard, I found something that worked. Solution. In the registry, go to the key_local_machine/software/synaptics/sync/defaults, and set the value of all string entries of the form palms to 0. Of course, they probably don't all need to be 0. But have fun finding out which ones you actually need. These values determine the amount of MS that the touchpad stays disabled after keyboard input has been detected. I think Sony will probably issue an update to the Vaio Control Center where you can simply disable this functionality, but until that day, this fixes the issue.
This is called palm check. To disable this, go to Mouse Properties in Control Panel, select the Device Settings tab, select the Synaptics ClickPad or similar device in the list and click Settings, and under Palm Check in Palm Check Enhanced, drag the slider down towards Off.
In Windows 8 the option is called SmartSense. Disabling this worked for me. Press Win+W to bring up Settings Search. Click Close and then OK. This will disable the anti-palm detection which prevents simultaneous keyboard and mouse use. I recommend you re-enable this feature when you're not gaming, as otherwise you risk problems while typing.
Another solution which works for some people who have Synaptic software but do not have an option to disable Palm Guard, which was posted on 10 forums. Set the registry key _current_user /software /Microsoft /Windows /current version /precision touchpad /up threshold to 0 and reboot. I thought I might not need the reboot, but it turned out it was necessary. The original value of this registry key should be 2 or 3. This worked for me on a Lenovo ThinkPad T540p laptop set to classic trackpoint mode, which disables all of the Synaptic settings that might otherwise allow me to disable the delay. Maybe it's actually a Windows thing I tweaked.
If you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing.